For example, the melting point of lithium is cesium 228.7. Melting point of lithium is equal to, melting point of lithium, that is equal to 180.5 degrees Celsius, while this cesium, the melting point of cesium is 28.5 or 7, 28.7 degree. It means melting points are decreasing. Melting points are decreasing. Similarly, boiling point. The boiling point of lithium is 1331. It means that is 1330 degrees Celsius, while that of the boiling point of cesium, that is much less, 760 degrees Celsius. So we say the melting points are decreasing, boiling points are also decreasing. It is due to the moving away and away of the electron from the nucleus attraction. Attraction will be very low, so it can easily be shifted. It can easily be changed from its original position. So we say melting point and boiling point of the alkali metals are very low due to presence of weak interatomic bonds in the solid state of the alkali metals. I have already told you the coordination number. It means there are 8 atoms. There are 8 atoms bonded to each other in a group of the sodium, but this bonding in the atom is very weak. This bonding is very weak. So as we move from top to the bottom, bonding will be more weaker and weaker. That's why melting and boiling point will be low. Now next, the trends in their density. Trends in their density. I am going to write here now trends in, or trends mean variation. Variation along the group or variation along the period. That is named as what? Trends in the density. As you know, the density is usually taken as gram cc, yani grams per centimeter cube. Grams per centimeter cube at room temperature, at 0 degrees Celsius. At 0 degrees Celsius. Because density is greatly, rapidly affected, largely affected by the temperature. Density changes along with the change in temperature. That's why we have to take the temperature 0 degrees Celsius. That must be constant for all the, then we can discuss the density. Gram per centimeter cube. Grams per centimeter cube. So you can write it as grams per centimeter cube. Here the density of the lithium is 0.534, while the density of sodium is 0.972. Here 2 factors we have to remember. First one, for example, this one is the nucleus of lithium. This one is the nucleus of the lithium, and this one is the valence shell where 1 electron is present. This atomic radius of the lithium tells us somewhat about the volume of the lithium atom. So volume directly depends upon the radius. If the radius is smaller, then the volume will be smaller. If radius is greater or bigger, then the volume of that atom will also be greater. So we can say the radius and volume are directly related to each other. Next I am taking here sodium. Here this one is the outermost orbit of the sodium, the valence shell of the sodium. This one atomic radius. This one is also atomic radius. This atomic radius is bigger, so its volume is greater than this one. And we know the density, that is equal to m over v. M over v. If I take here only this one, d directly proportional to 1 over v or d inversely proportional to v. Now listen it carefully. First I said density is directly proportional. When we say direct relation, directly proportional, then we will have to write 1 by v. So density is directly proportional to 1 over v. And if I say it inversely proportional, then we will have to say it as density is inversely proportional to v. In direct relation 1 over v, and in inverse relation only v. So d is inversely proportional to v. If the volume is greater, then the density will be lesser. If the volume is smaller, the density will be higher, because both are inversely proportional to each other, d and v. Now if I remove this sign of proportionality, I will have to put here m, mass of the atom multiplied by 1 over v, or I can write it here as m over v. It means if I analyze this one, the first thing is d directly proportional to m, second thing is d inversely proportional to v. So density depends upon the two factors. The first factor, that is m, mass. Second factor, that is v, volume. And we know when volume increases, the density decreases. Here, as atomic radii from top to the bottom increase, it means size of the atom grows. Size of the atom grows bigger and bigger. It means atomic volume increases from top to the bottom. When volume will increase, the density should decrease. But so far as concerned with their densities, look at these values: 0.534, 0.972, 1.525, 1.90. It means the densities are increasing from top to the bottom. Volume is increasing, density is also increasing. It means density here doesn't depend upon the volume. Density is not going to depend upon the atomic size, does not depend upon the volume of the atoms in the vertical column from lithium to cesium. So what will be the other factor? It means density is depending upon the mass. Because from top to the bottom, mass is increasing. Here the atomic mass is 9. Here atomic mass is 23. When there will be potassium, the atomic mass will be 39. Mass is increasing, so density is also increasing, because density is directly proportional to the mass. So there are two factors. First, that is volume. Second, that is mass. We should not consider the volume. We must have considered what? The mass of that atom, atomic weight of the atoms. Okay, so this factor will be considered, not this factor will be considered. It means density is depending upon the mass. Its mass is much greater than this one. Its mass is greater than this one. Its mass is greater than this one. Its mass is greater than this one. Here mass is smaller, density is smaller. Here mass is bigger, the density is bigger. Here rubidium mass is much more, that's why density is also greater, cesium and so on. So it means density is depending upon which factor? D directly proportional to M, not upon the V. I am telling you again and again, density in this case is not depending upon the volume. So volume is taken as constant, leave it. We have to discuss D directly proportional to M. Next, look at this, the values of sodium and potassium. Sodium and potassium. Sometime the question is asked, the question is arisen as how potassium is lighter than sodium. Potassium is lighter than sodium. This value is greater than this one. This value is greater than this one. This value is greater than this one. But here an abnormality has been found. Abnormality. Here the density of K should be greater than that of the sodium. But the case is reversed. The case is reversed. Its density is lesser than the sodium. So it means potassium is lighter than the sodium. Potassium is lighter than the sodium. Why? It is due to an unusual behavior. That is because of the unusual behavior of the potassium in these alkali metals. Its density is less than that of the sodium. That's why potassium is lighter than the sodium. This is all about the density. Here sometime MCQs may be given. Lithium, sodium and potassium are lighter than water. Lighter than water. There will be written option A, water, B, something else, C, something else, D, something else. So what will you write? You will have to make the bubble on water option. Lithium, sodium and potassium are lighter than water. Whereas the unusual behavior is found in between option A, lithium and sodium, option B, sodium and potassium, option C, potassium and cesium. What will you say? The unusual behavior is seen between sodium and potassium. This is all about the density. I think today it is sufficient. Remaining we will discuss inshallah next week. We will finish this one. Onward there are some reaction you will have to do yourselves, because then we have to consider another group, that is alkaline earth metals. Challenge.